So Jared,
Yes.
you ever been to Urban Air?
No. I heard you guys talking about it though. I'm assuming then you now went.
Yes, I was there just this past weekend.
Okay.
We're at my daughter's birthday party there, but
Yeah.
so it's it's a little wild. They had a American Gladiator style, like a bench that was, or not a bench, like a single post to like the walk across, and they had things to like knock each other off with, and then you fell into a pit of foam.
Nice.
That was fun. Lucas and I had a good time taking each other out.
Nice.
They also had we didn't pay for the tier, but they had like laser tag and some bumper cars and things, but like that was the higher tier that we didn't get. So
not for us peasants.
Yeah. Costs enough as it is.
I'm sure.
So when was the last time you jumped on a trampoline then?
A long time. Whenever we had one at the house, which was, I think I was a teenager. So it's been that long.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever jumped on the trampoline you had here.
Yeah, it hits different when you're an old man.
I'm sure. I'm sure it does. Were you sore the next day?
No. But
I just remember jumping off the deck onto the trampoline. That was the best
I
thing.
can't believe we would do that.
Yeah, it was fun. It's more about, I can't believe that mom and dad let us do that. Or did they? I don't know. They might have not known.
No, after the story this past Sunday.
Yeah.
They remember things differently than we do.
Yeah. That's true. Selective memory. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, a podcast where we discuss the latest streaming shows, diving deeper into some, others just discussing briefly. Also, the home to the internet's famous game show, Based or Waste.
Yes.
So, Jared, podcasting is all I've ever done. Podcasting is all I've ever known.
Right.
So my name is Josh, and this is my co-host, Jared.
Josh, it has been a real pleasure for me to watch you grow, or whatever the F.
All right. So if you didn't know, those two quotes are from The Bear season 4, episode 9 and 10, which we'll be covering a little bit.
Also, I have a nickname, but I'm not going to tell you, and I respect that.
We're going to cover this a little bit more, in depthly towards the end of this podcast. But before that, we'll do Based or Waste, and before that, we will do feedback and what we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have any feedback this week, right?
We do not.
So please write in, email, message, text, carrier pigeon, however you get it to us. But get it to us. If you email is probably the easiest, so you can do that at feedback@screentimepod.com. But Jared, what have you been watching?
I have two things.
Oh, I have 2 plus, I don't know,
News
0.5.
Okay,
that's not news, but just
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll start with It's Always Sunny, because I thought I already talked about this, and then you're like, I don't think you did. The new season. This is on Hulu. So season 17, which is crazy. That's where they're at now.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah. So the first episode of it is a continuation of the Abbott crossover, which was really cool. So I talked about that.
I'll have to go back and watch that then.
Yeah. So it's one of theirs and then one of the other shows, which is cool. Doing it that way. I guess it's kind of normally how they do crossovers. They do it one for one show, one for the other show. I just wasn't aware that that's how they were going to start the season. But yeah, so it's a continuation of that. So that was cool. It was a fun crossover anyway. And also, I think I talked about with that one too. It's like kind of a cool and no-brainer crossover since they're both in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's why they had to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, like why not? Yeah. So Abbott though, I'm kind of I liked when the show started, but I don't know. It was kind of harder for me to get in further into it as it went. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep going with that. But it's like 5 seasons of it now. There's a lot.
I mean, I like it. I watch it.
Are you all the way up?
Oh yeah.
On it? Okay, cool. But season 17, besides the crossover, which was cool, it's still good. They've been consistent for 17 seasons, which is impressive. Like I mentioned, though, it takes longer for the seasons to come out now. Mm-hmm. They were doing them every year, but now they all
got so much other crap going on.
Yes. Which is like for the Bear coming up, how that might be harder to keep going as well, too, because of the actors. I don't know. But
true.
Anyway, yeah. So still good. Season 17. Yeah.
Nice. Well, something I was watching that came out this past week on Apple TV Plus, Acapulco Season 4.
Oh.
This is supposed to be the final season, yeah. So the premise of this is a successful Mexican businessman reminisces to his nephew about his younger years in the 80s in Acapulco when he got his dream job working at a hotel resort in town.
Mm-hmm.
So this does like the little bit of short story, but not much deep story of present day when he's like retelling. But most episodes, at least you see him a little bit in present day, and then they flash back to when he was younger. And half the show's in Spanish and half of it's English.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun. I mean, I really enjoyed the earlier seasons. So far the season's been a little like okay, but it's only, I think it was only 2 episodes. So it definitely released more than one last week. But yeah, I watched 2, maybe 3. I can't remember. But it's still, I mean, now I've watched 3 seasons with these characters, you kind of want to see how it goes, even if it was kind of meh, for an final season. But
yeah, once you're invested with the characters, yeah.
But yeah, the early season were really good.
I think I watched just the first episode. That was it. So yeah, I'm aware of like the way they started.
I love the vibe of the like just the 80s.
Oh yeah,
the 80s hotel resort vibe.
Yeah, it's cool.
So not in Acapulco, and it's funny because I remember as a kid in the 80s, like Acapulco was like a way people maybe talk about Cancun or something nowadays.
Oh, that was
like
the big
Acapulco
spot.
was like the spot then. And I was like, you don't hear about it as much anymore. So I was like, I wonder it's probably still decent, maybe. I wonder if it's like cheaper to go there than somewhere else.
Probably if it's not as popular right now. Yeah. That might be the underrated place to go.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Maybe.
Yeah.
For your next vacation, go to Acapulco. Also, maybe why they make a show around it because maybe they get funding from the tourism.
Oh yeah.
You never know.
Do they actually film it in Mexico or?
I have no idea.
Do you know, or where can you tell?
It looks like it is, but I don't know. I've not looked. And the fact it's in Spanish as much as it is, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't film it somewhere in Mexico.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they necessarily film in Acapulco, but
yeah. Gotcha.
So that's Acapulco. 4 seasons on Apple TV Plus.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have one more? Okay. All right. So my other one is Dexter Resurrection. So I didn't really know this was coming out. But there's another Dexter show.
How many are there now?
A lot. But it's a continuation of original show that ended really badly. Even though the show was awesome and was a huge hit. But what's cool about this is, so this is on Showtime, which is Paramount. All the Dexter stuff is Paramount.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, and this is like, I was cautious about it just because of how the original show ended, but they already did a prequel series, which I think I talked about in the pod when it came out.
Yeah,
and that was surprisingly good. And so I was like, okay, and this is surprisingly good also. So they're doing really well with the Dexter.
Is this is this the same guy still playing Dexter?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously in the prequel he's not, but
but it's his voiceover still in the prequel, which is cool. Yeah, and it's let's see what I wrote down about this. Yeah, it's a great start to it this season, and I'm assuming they're just going to keep it going. I don't know. I didn't see anything about it being a miniseries. And then, yeah, and it's a good redemption already so far to how the show ended. And I have not finished, but I'm also simultaneously watching the prequel as well. And what's cool is they got almost everyone back in this, or I guess everyone that's still alive in the series, and I guess alive in real life too, I guess I should say. But yeah, but then there's a lot of really, which I'm assuming is probably a lot of people. Dexter was such a phenomenon in the early 2000s when it came out, or mid 2000s. So there's a lot of really good actors that are additions that are in the show as well. So we got well, first I'll say one of the coolest returning ones, besides everyone else that returned it, is Dexter's father, which is James Remar, which we've talked about in a couple of films, I think.
Yeah.
So when we talked about him. So he's in it still. But new people, Uma Thurman.
Okay.
Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
Kristen Ritter. And Neil Patrick Harris. It's crazy how many. Ritter. Jessica Jones.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just cool that we're getting, we have this many people that, like, I don't know if they were fans and just wanted to be involved in it, or I don't know. Because I wasn't sure about if this is like the original show creator or runner of the original. I don't know. Yeah. But whoever's involved with these now is obviously loves the IP. Yeah. I know it's based on a book originally anyway. So
okay. But I didn't know that. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. And so I don't know how much they did in the original show or if they're referencing that at all. But anyway, it's just so they're killing it with the franchise now, which I'm very happy with because I love the original show. I think you said you never watched it.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Never watched it.
All right. I know our sister's a huge fan too. So she was talking about it a lot. She's the one who actually told me, she's like, the prequel series is great. And then I was talking to her about this. But yeah, so check it out if you guys are Dexter fans. Don't watch it if you haven't watched the original series though. I would say don't watch the prequel either, because I think it's good to start with the original. But yeah. Cool. It's a good time to be a Dexter fan again. Yeah, right. It was bad time before.
All right. Someone also watched The Hunting Wives on Netflix.
Never heard of this.
So this is based on a book. I think it might just supposed to be a mini series, but we'll see, because sometimes things, if they do well, then suddenly, hey,
that's true,
we're making a season 2.
This happens a lot now.
The premise here is a successful somehow I didn't get it right, so I have to do it's the same one from before.
Oh yeah,
so it must have not.
I hate when that happens in the notes.
Yeah, the notes doesn't update.
Yeah.
Well, the premise is like
go off the dome.
I mean, I can still give the premise.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that moves to Texas, this town in Texas. They're from the Boston area because the guy is gonna be the architect for this wealthy man and his new business venture thing that he's building, this building. But they moved to town.
The architect, is his name Art Vandelay?
Or Ted Mosby.
Yeah, that too.
But then the then this wealthier guy, him and then his wife, they're both, and it's so funny, I should look this up beforehand. They're both like actors and actresses like that I recognize, and I'm like, yeah, but I can't, but not well enough to know their names off the top of my head. But he's, well, then he's a little bit older. She's, younger, but they, and then they basically, she has like her little circle of friends. So she brings this lady in to her little circle of friends, but obviously they're not as nice on the surface as they look, right? Like and they obviously are doing some stuff, but then also come to find out, at least I've watched the first 2 episodes, they come to find out though, the wife to the architect that moved there, she also though has some secrets in her past that she's kind of trying to avoid. But it's fun. It's kind of that kind of trashy, like, but like done well. But
that's like Netflix bread and butter.
Yeah. But the interesting is the opening scene before it really starts, some woman, you can't see her face, like running through the woods and getting shot. And then the opening of the second episode is like a dad and his like young son like hunting, and they come across this dead body. So like, and then they flash back, and it's like 2 weeks prior, and whatever. So like someone's gonna get killed at some point. And so there's like that kind of thing happening too. So, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. I'll probably finish. I mean, I think it's only 8 episodes. Like, so it's not
okay.
But yeah, but it's that kind of guilty pleasure type stuff. But above the fold of that, like it's not.
Yeah. That's
And
there's
it's based
so
on a
much
book,
of that on Netflix.
and it's based on a book. So you kind of like, okay, the story must be half decent then, and not just be some random script somebody just cranked out using ChatGPT or something.
Sure. Is it? Did you say is it a mini series or is it ongoing?
Like, I think it's listed as a mini series.
Oh, that's right. Because you said it could go. But like, I wonder how much of the book.
Yeah, and it's been on the top charts on Netflix though since it came out last week, and so sometimes
if it gets huge, they'll keep going. Yep.
And then the other thing I wanted to touch on was Stick on Apple TV Plus. The finale came, and I watched this all the way through.
How was it?
I thought it was really enjoyable. It's not a Ted Lasso or Shrinking level like brilliance and the comedy, but it's still like it's fun. The characters are endearing, and Owen Wilson's great. Crap, what's his name? WTF guy,
Mark Maron.
Yeah, he's great. And it's fun. It's decent. A decent like dramedy, I guess. 30-minute dramedy is probably what you put in.
I actually
got renewed for season 2 as well.
I did see that. Yeah, I actually did watch more of this as well. And I like it so far. Yeah. But I was wondering how.
And it's also got that
it ends.
Sports underdog story kind of stuff interweaved in there, which is always fun to root for the underdog. So makes golf look exciting.
Yeah. Did you watch Happy Gilmore too?
I have not. It's on my list to check out, but
that's on my list for probably next week. But
maybe I might. Maybe by then I'll watch it too. Yeah. But just what came out on Friday, and I just to find the time to sit down and watch it. Yeah. Haven't had.
And we will also talk about Fantastic Four probably next week.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
I mean, I'm seeing it. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'll see it.
Okay,
I will.
When do you have plans already?
No.
I mean, you can see it unless you're busy. You can see it with us probably.
Okay.
Sure, is a still empty seat. I'll check. All right. Well, that's all I got for what we've been watching.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready? Listener, watcher, are you ready as well?
It's time for Based or Waste.
Get your tally board ready.
Yeah. People have a whiteboard out that's also keeping track.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to Based or Waste, the game show where we go on Rotten Tomatoes and we look and see what's trending. We're doing TV again, but for this week, but we look and see what's trending for TV or movies. And I picked 10 of them, and Josh guesses if they're good or bad, if they're based or waste. And we go off the audience score. And we have a very interesting lineup this week.
Okay.
Yeah. Some surprising things on here, some things that make sense that are on here for trending. But either way, you will know most of it, at least. I'll say that. All right. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We will start with Squid Game Season 3, the final quote-unquote season of Squid Game.
I'm going to say based.
You would think, but no.
No?
No, it is a 51. It is a waste. I have not watched it, but I heard the ending of it is horrible. So maybe that's why people are...
I feel like it's gotten a lot of buzz. It's like,
oh, yeah, it always does.
And
I'm assuming the third season's good. I think it's just the ending. Maybe it made people mad. I don't know.
Okay. That'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we saw how much Last of Us changed with this second season. Okay, the next one. I was wondering if you watched it, but this is called Untamed. I put it on here because it's the American Primeval creator.
I
show.
had this on my list to check out, but I have not watched it.
Yeah, so Untamed, season 1. But American Primeval was good, so I'm like, well, I should check this out too.
I'm going to say based. I mean...
Yeah, yes, 72.
Okay.
I don't think that's as high as American Primeval, but... Did you ever watch that? No? Okay. I think I watched a little bit of it.
Just know people liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it did really well.
Well regarded.
Yes. Okay. Next up, a favorite of mine that I just talked about, Dexter Resurrections, season 1.
I mean, say based.
But it's tricky because Dexter, you know, but yes, you're right. It is at 82 right now. Good score. They're redeeming Dexter. I bet he probably was like read the script and then like decided, which obviously a lot of actors, that's how they do it. But like he probably didn't want to come back unless it was going to redeem the show and actually be good, you know? All right. So next up we have The Institute. Have you heard of this?
Vaguely, like it's like it rings a bell, but
the problem is it's on MGM, but this is the Jack Bender. I think some other people are involved as well, but original people from Lost that wrote on Lost and then did From, which I've talked about on this show before. That's really good. And then this is a new show of his. I don't know if it's another mystery box type show or not. I have not checked it out.
But not David Lindelof.
No.
So some of the other writers.
No. What is his thing? He's doing Watchmen. Or no, not Watchmen. Green Lantern? So what's coming out from him next, I believe?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But Watchmen was great.
Watchmen was awesome. Yes.
The TV show.
Yeah. Well, I like the movie too.
Maybe sorry. It's like hasn't aged well with just Zack Snyder stuff in general.
Yeah, well, Zack Snyder is definitely hit or miss.
We'll say based.
Yes, 68. It's a little lower, but it is still based. All right, this next one I put in here because you have to know what this is. I feel like this is a Josh show, but I could be wrong. The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Hmm.
Have you watched this?
I saw season 1.
Okay, I knew. I was like, this is Josh had to have watched this. This is for, I guess, all of it. I guess it's a new season,
Season 3 just came out. Yeah.
but this is for all of the show.
Yeah.
How was season 1?
I enjoyed season 1.
Okay.
For the type of show it is.
What kind of show is it?
Like it's, like
Teenage
coming
drama?
of age, yeah, it's
Okay.
coming of age, like kind of in a ritzy or like the Hamptons or something, kind of like
Okay.
I can't remember if it's but like somewhere it's like a coastal town, like where there's a bunch of wealthy people and they just go there for the summer.
And then she turns pretty.
Well, it's the fact that like she's that age where like she doesn't realize it, but then
She's getting attention.
she's getting attention. Yeah. I remember season 2 watching it like maybe the first episode or two and just not like I was like, yeah, it's just not caring for it as much. But season 3 just came out, so I don't know.
This is gonna be tricky.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say based.
Yes, 68.
Okay.
I don't know if the third season was rated yet
Yeah, I don't know.
or not. I don't think it is, or else I probably would have put that instead. So I went to the overall. All right, what do we have left? Oh, we're halfway through. Yes.
Did I miss the first one? Oh yeah.
So
that's
we're
fun.
we're halfway there right now. Yeah, I was making sure I had 10.
Yep.
All right. This next one is beloved by me, and I'm wondering why it's trending. And I don't know if you ever watched it, but Servant on Apple.
Did not watch it.
I loved this show.
Mm-hmm.
Ended a while back.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna say based.
yeah, 78.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I remember everyone liking it, not just you. That
Yeah, it was
good,
awesome.
Good.
M. Night Shyamalan. I wonder maybe he's returning to it in some way or something. I don't know. Sometimes stuff just gets trending for no reason. Because the actors,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, it was sick. You should watch it. It's not too scary. So this is the only one I had to put on because I was running out of other ones we haven't done on yet. But I'll give you an easy one because it's an anime. Don da Don. Which is a very, very popular anime. Yes, 92. If I put an anime on there, it's just easy. It's an easy win. But there isn't a lot of anime that's like normally this high trending.
Mm-hmm.
So when it is in there, sometimes I like to throw it in there. Cause
Do we already do K-pop Demon Slayers?
No, we didn't yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not trending.
That's a movie though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
But
Probably
it's
next
a
week.
Netflix movie.
Probably be on the list next week. Yeah, because that's huge right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to check it out because it's like insanely hyped up.
Well, I heard a bunch of good things, and then them like it's funny. Like I heard about it from
I'm
like
sure
other podcasts for a couple of weeks, and then they've been
Kirsten
talking.
watching it and Addie and
I don't know
Lucas.
that Addie as Lucas is.
Okay.
They both say it's really good.
Yeah. All right, 3 more. Okay, this next one makes sense. I Know What You Did Last Summer, season 1. Did you know that they
I
came
didn't know
out
there
with
was a show.
Yeah,
When
I think
did
it was like last year or the year before.
Oh, not that long ago.
Yeah.
Somehow I missed it.
Well, is it good or not though?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if I check this out. I don't know if I did.
What was it on?
Sounds like an Amazon show, like Cruel Intentions. You know, they make from movies into TV shows.
You're right. That's
Which you liked. You said so Cruel Intentions
I thought it
was
was
surprisingly good.
Yeah, I thought they could have been better, but like it was still.
Maybe this is good. I don't know.
All right.
I think this is Amazon. That sounds right.
I'm gonna say waste on this one.
Correct. Yes. 37. So maybe don't watch it. Okay. All right.
I did want to see the new movie, but
Yeah, I do too. I want to revisit the original, but I kind of don't because I don't want it to mess up my
Yeah.
nostalgia. for it. That's why I haven't watched Final Destinations, the original, because I wanted to after watching the new one. All right, this next one, again, we were running out of ones, so I think we might have already did this one, but 9 Perfect Strangers, season 2. I don't remember if we did this on Based or Waste, but this just ended. Season 2.
I'm going to say Waste.
Yes, correct. 38. Season 1 was okay, though, right?
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I didn't really either. All right. And the last one. A great show. Peacemaker. Season 1. That Josh hasn't watched yet.
Yeah, that's got to be Based. I never
Yes,
realized that.
88. Yep.
All right, 9 out of 10.
Nice, yeah.
Not too bad.
What'd you miss? Just the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, Squid Game, yeah. I mean, I probably would have missed on that one too if I didn't know. I just heard a lot of people complain about the ending. So, yeah.
Well,
All right, nice. Yeah, so we'll be back to movies, K-pop, Demon Hunters, is that what it's called?
I think something like Demon Slayers, Demon Hunters.
Yeah. Well, Demon Slayer isn't different.
I know, but like, it's just there's.
Yeah, I do want to check it out. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll talk about that next time. But all right.
Okay, Happy Gilmore too. And
Yeah,
K-pop Demon Slayers.
And Fantastic Four. Thank you for playing, Josh. Thank you for playing at home if you did. If not, you should have.
And don't
Too late
don't
now.
cheat at home.
Yeah, it's too late now if you. Yeah. That has been Based or Waste. Tune in next week.
All right. The Bear, season 4, episode 9 and 10, the penultimate and ultimate.
One series finale, now season finale.
Right. All right. So episode 9, Tornado. Carmi takes a ride.
Yep. Sure.
This episode is about opening long closed doors, literal and emotional. Carmi finally confronts his past through Donna and Mikey's memory, while Marcus and Ibra point towards the restaurant's future. Quiet recalibration just before the storm. All right. So the big part of this one is Carmi visiting his mom, Donna.
Oh, yeah.
We ended last week with him knocking on the door. And yeah, so obviously she wants him to come in. He's reluctant, but eventually goes in. Jamie Lee Curtis again. And in this, I mean, because we briefly only saw her at the wedding. But in this, she's killing it.
Yeah, she's so good as this character. Always been a great actress anyway. It's funny though, one thing I was thinking about is I think every scene she's been in the show, she's crying, or at least has cried in every scene of the show. But yeah, she's amazing. And this whole visit is the best part of this episode. And I just love their dynamic between them, Carmi and her, because it was just like really captivating to watch this whole episode for me, because their relationship is just so complicated.
Yeah.
And they get into a lot of that in this episode. And just different things that happen, like going through old photos. I really like that.
Yep.
And then the letter, well, I don't know if you want to mention that later, but the letter and all that.
Yeah, so I just went
because I don't remember how much they like cut to, or how long that scene goes before they cut to other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I was gonna.
Oh yeah, we can cover it all now. I don't know how you wanted to.
But I thought the old photos was good. Her story about her going to Italy and then getting yelled then them getting her and his dad getting an argument, and then she's off by herself, gets taken in, she says something with mayonnaise. It's like pasta with mayonnaise or something.
Right. I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I guess what the tornado is maybe.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
they're
he knows,
describing that.
he
Yeah,
knows what it is, and
that's what it is. Yeah.
the photos of different people, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he was a jerk off or something." She kept calling him.
Yeah, to like a lot of different family members. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just there's good sweet moments between. I mean, like it was just the emotional beats and this and eventually she breaks down and cries and then like apologizes
With the letter, yeah.
mm-hmm.
This was I thought an incredibly well done scene. Because I mean, well, his reaction to it also, and he basically starts crying as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, her apologizing because I don't think she ever has to him, or at least this whole show.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. I mean, they
didn't really talk either. Yeah, that was another reason
till,
why it was so exciting. We talked about when they at least said something to each other at the wedding, but this is like then a lot. Yeah, I think this was the best part of the episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he ends up cooking for her. She's got like a chicken. And I feel like that was a really good way of like, it's the, him like kind of saying, "I'm sorry. I forgive you," kind of
the olive branch.
Yeah. Or "I forgive you." Yeah. Like kind of the thing was like him actually cooking for her, which was really, like me. I mean, that would mean a lot in general, but like for him, like that was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it was interesting because like, we'll get into it maybe next episode, but
well, also I love that he actually finds Claire's green sweatshirt.
Yeah, well,
too.
I was gonna say then he goes up to his room, which was awesome to see his childhood room, and then him find the sweatshirt. Yeah. We don't get to see the ramifications of that.
No, we don't.
I guess that's a season 5 thing.
Season 5.
But yeah, it's great that he found it. Then at the Bear, we get the announcement that Marcus gets best new chef in the magazine.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool, but it was also, I don't know, I feel like it was a.
Do you think it should have been Sydney or?
Well, it like they were building it up like it was her. I feel like
because Carmi had already had that,
right? And I don't remember, but they definitely were building it up.
Well, he's had something better than that because he's at the French Laundry and he was like at one point best chef like in the world or something crazy,
or at least by the But it felt like they were building Sydney. I mean, they kept talking about the scallops. They kept, and I know and we kept thinking it was going to be the Michelin star, right? But then this is all that happens, and it's like not that it's a bad thing and great for Marcus, but I feel like it's I don't know. I felt like it was a little underwhelming. Well, because it doesn't feel like. I mean, it doesn't feel like a full. Again, and it's I guess my expectations in going into the season, but when we thought it was the final season, so it's a little bit of maybe that's still lingering, but I felt like I wanted a little bit more like closure on that and not feel like.
I'm wondering though I wonder if maybe they made that decision with the story to make the drama even more in the final episode.
Maybe.
Because that final episode wouldn't have played out the same, I don't think, if she won.
Correct. She maybe had more confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about it. Of course, he's had Luca helping him too in the recent.
This was great. That guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name until now, Chester.
Yeah.
Being so weird around Luca. And also, I wrote down that Chester's favorite restaurant is Hoots, which of course is Hooters, which makes sense. That tracks for that dude. But yeah, that dude was just. I mean, he's had funny moments in the show before, but just his interaction with Luca, or just in the same room as Luca, is just that was funny.
Yeah, it was good. Hoots.
Yeah.
Well, and also like there's this weird like that I was trying to figure out, and because obviously he was talking about Luca as being attractive, and he's acting kind of jealous. And at first, you're like, is he just jealous because he wants Marcus as his best friend, and he feels like it's like that. But then later when he's talking about Luca, then you're like, oh, is he into Marcus? And he's
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure, because he talks about how like how buff he is and all that. So I'm not really sure.
It's a little ambiguous there, but
it is. But yeah, you're right. It does start off with you think he's just jealous because he wants to be best friends with Marcus. Yeah.
Then we get Ibra and Albert talking.
Albert. I wrote down his name this time because it's Albert Schnurr. There's an N in there apparently. Yeah.
But they kind of solidify their franchise pitch. And it of course, but the best part was then when the computer, which you had the quote, the computer interacts with Albert, and then he's like, and he, of course, he's calculating. He's like, oh, that's a great idea.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, oh, second location. He's like, no, 3 locations.
Yeah.
He's like, even better.
Yeah.
And of course the line with well, it's a nickname. And he's like, oh, I have a nickname, but I'm not going to share it. He's like, I respect that.
Yeah. That was a good interaction.
Yeah.
By the way, it took me until this episode to realize who's playing Albert.
Oh, really?
Schnurr. I don't know why it took me so long.
Oh, okay. I knew right away when
yeah, I don't know. I normally would have too. For some reason, I just didn't pick up on it. That's Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Which, and I mean,
well, did you see
great actor, but
did you see the trailer for the new
Spinal Tap? I did. But I was just gonna say, I didn't realize how many insanely good movies he's directed too.
Yeah.
I mean, just for
also
for Princess Bride again.
He's the dad. He's the dad in New Girl too.
That's right.
Just because we were just talking about New Girl.
Right. But no,
Princess Bride, yeah.
Yeah, when I looked him up, that's when I mainly forgot that he directed Princess Bride. But I wrote down the other ones. Obviously, the original Spinal Tap, and he's doing the new one. So, which, I thought that was a rumor, but because I mentioned that to you, and then I just saw, the trailer.
The trailer.
Yeah. So he also directed Stand By Me, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men.
Wow.
Yeah. So I need to put him on our list, I guess, of directors.
I guess we should.
But he's done a ton of acting too. I just didn't realize he directed that much as well.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize he directed that much. Yeah, I guess he needs to go on our list.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him on now, actually, before I forget. Rob Reiner, a legend.
Yes.
Honestly, even if he only directed Princess Bride, and then he was like, "That's it of my directing." Still a legend.
Down to the legend.
Yeah.
100%. One of my all-time favorites.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, so that's great interaction with those guys. Great setup there. We get the scene earlier than this, but a lot of order. But the scene with Sydney and Uncle Jimmy.
Yes,
that was great. Their interaction, just very a genuine, authentic little interaction. That was great. We also get Tina breaking her 3-minute barrier.
Yep, she finally does that.
Yeah, because Luca, basically tricks her into doing it when she's not paying attention, like not worried about it, and then she does it, which is like, I mean, one little cheesy, but then at the same time, it's such a real thing, and Like, well, it always fascinates me. One of the things that, like, at this more extreme level, of course, you know, she's working at high level as well. But like Olympic records, and it's like as soon as someone, like, it'll go years without somebody being able to break a time, and then as soon as someone does, it's like then 5 other people will do it. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like crazy, those kind of things.
It is.
And not always, but it's like a lot. It's just like a mental thing. It becomes a mental thing, and then it takes that one person to break that. So I just, it's such a real thing. Like, it's a real thing that,
It is.
like,
If I had a pimple, I would have won. It's like now.
yeah. First, second, third. Never heard of him.
Never heard of write in if you know any of those references, or leave a comment.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a little more of a deep cut,
It is
because it's not.
Yeah.
I'll give a hint. It's not Seinfeld, but it's not from the show Seinfeld.
No, it's not.
Although maybe he did a little bit in that. It's stand up in the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, this is from something different.
Then we get the scene where Pete delivers the news, the lawyer, to Sydney about Carmi removing himself from the, and because she's like has no clue, and she's taking this call, and she's like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, this is all episode 9, which is crazy, because this is then how episode 9 ends.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So we get this, and she's completely like just thrown off. And then Carmi returns to the restaurant and calls Uncle Jimmy and leaves him a message thanking him, very genuine. Like you feel like the maturity coming out of him of like, finally, he's like, I know what the problem is. I know how to fix it. And of course, he's thinking he's the problem.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say that, but like,
because we finally learned what was changed with the agreement.
Yeah, right, which they've been teasing. Which is, I mean, I get why they didn't want to reveal it, but it's like almost like, well, then don't have him do it almost the beginning of the season. I don't remember if it was the very beginning of the season, but
right, it was pretty.
I feel like they drug it on for a long time. That I feel like they should have just made it happen a little bit later, so it didn't feel like it was drug on for so many episodes. But of course, it also depends on how you watch it. These kind of things are so tricky because it is. I mean, I don't know if
most people binge it because it's short, 30 minutes, and they drop it all,
and that's how they drop it all. So like, and that's one of the things where, as a writer, I can't imagine if I didn't know.
Yeah,
and it's like, so, and like I think the way it was paced in this, it works fine in the binge model. But if it was a week to week release, they would have drug it. And we watched it 2 a week, but like it still felt like it was drug out and kind of like strung along. So
I think that's definitely because you can tell even in season 1. So I think Chris Storer knew even when he was making season 1, like they were just gonna. I think he had that in mind, like people were gonna binge it, or he wanted it.
I feel like I almost wish I knew that the writer's intent or the director's intent, the creator's intent.
Definitely,
because then I would maybe lean into watching it. It's better that way.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is a real thing. You're right. It's like, what is the creator's intent?
Yeah.
I think about that a lot.
So I'm sure it happens plenty of times where it's written to be one way or the other, and it gets, gets dropped completely or all at once. I mean, or gets dropped week to week, and you're like, wait, I wrote it as a binge model. Like,
yeah, I would like to know that because I think about that a lot when playing video games with like different settings. I'm like, okay, what is the actual creators of the video game? What is their intent? Like, with difficulty, or obviously now there's like so many accessibility options and all that. And I always think, what is the creator's intent? That's a little more limited with my favorite video game studio, From Software. You don't have as much, so you kind of know their intent anyway, because you can't really change anything. But I haven't really thought about that as much with movies. It's a movie, so it's a little bit easier to just go into. But like a TV show, you're right. That's something I haven't thought about that much. I feel like should be known more.
All right. Any other thoughts on episode 9 before we move to 10?
No, but well, we didn't mention, because that is revealed at the end, what was changed. in the agreement.
Yeah. No,
Did you say it?
I mentioned it because she has the call with Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Carmi's not.
Yeah, he removed himself from
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
and just Sydney and Nat are the only ones there. Or Sugar. Yeah, so episode 10, titled Goodbye. Time waits for no man.
Right. It's like all that. And it's like, but this is not the end of the show.
A true passage of the torch. As Carmi steps away, the bear refocuses through Sydney, Richie, and Natalie. Not just as cooks, but as owners. It's emotional, confrontational, and ends on a hopeful but unsteady precept.
Yeah. Very true.
So this episode was awesome.
Yes.
Not the little episode before this wasn't, but it was good with the moment with him and his mom. But this episode the whole thing takes place in the back alley.
Which is awesome because you don't think it's going to take place the whole episode in that in that room or the back alley, but it does, and I loved it.
Did the fade to blacks bother you? The commercial break fade to blacks?
Yeah, I don't know why they do that still.
I mean, I guess the show's built that way, but you don't notice it as much when you.
Oh, or do they still do that because there's actually there is tiers of Hulu that have commercials.
Well, I'm sure the channel FX is still in cable too.
Oh, that's true. So they have to add that in.
Yeah.
Because I wonder when they do that.
It's not that noticeable in the normal episodes, but this episode, because they don't change location.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't really change. Like, it's like just weird because you have this weird fade to blacks.
Yeah.
So it's really.
And then you just come right back to the same.
Yeah. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, it is weird.
So that definitely was just a weird thing, and when they mention it, but they've always done that. Like, let's even go back to beginning of Netflix when they first launched a streaming thing, and there was no commercial tier. A lot of shows then still did it. It's like people still do the traditional TV fade to black. Again, depending on, because some shows didn't. Like House of Cards doesn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them still did though.
Well, some of them, depending on where it originated from, it still would have been made for TV.
No, I'm saying specifically a Netflix
originals
show. Yeah, I feel like that some of them have done it. But anyway, I just
it
always
also
wondered.
could be when it got picked up. So if it wasn't picked up till after the show was made, and then they're shopping it around, and it got made with commercial breaks, and then I don't know. But yeah, it's
But you're right, it is way more noticeable in this episode because yeah.
But all right, so we obviously just start off, and Sydney is outside the restaurant, and Carmi is out there, checks on her, and notices something's not right with her.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, what's going on?
I do just want to mention, I love the way this episode shot anyway, but especially the beginning of the episode with that setup you mentioned, because Sydney's in the light and Carmi's in the shadow. It was a cool way they do that. The opening of it. Obviously they move around eventually, but the way it starts is that way, the episode.
And you could see it on her face.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually he asks, and she tells him what she found out. She's like, what the heck, man, basically. And then we get
this is when the bear is the best though, this type of dialogue.
Well, that's what I was saying. Then we get 10 minutes of them basically talking and yelling over each other.
Yep.
And it's so good. I mean, it's so hard to watch from a emotional standpoint, but
it's very real too.
Yeah, very real.
Doesn't feel heightened or dramatized.
Yeah, no. And I would put this is flexing hard on the writing and acting. It's definitely crazy. And it's so as a viewer, it's so frustrating to watch two people that can't really communicate what they're trying to say, which is and then at some point Sydney tries to smoke, which is hilarious. And just that was funny, especially after all episode of Carmi not smoking, and then of course he takes one from when she starts, and you're like, no. No.
I know she's held, because when she started to do that, I was like, wait, I was like, oh yeah, I guess we've never seen her smoke before, because this type of show, and because we see so much smoking, I just figured all of them do smoke. And it, like, for a second I was like, oh wait, yeah, she doesn't.
Yep. So of course she is not happy with, she's like, you're just gonna quit and leave me with all this. And just, but he starts explaining he's lost his love for cooking.
Yeah.
Is that this is like, depending, do you believe that? Do we, like, I mean, I guess the whole point of what he's trying to say is the whole reason he started to get into cooking was to avoid the trauma. That's kind of what he's trying to say, right? Like, he's trying to say, hey, I ran off to New York even and did all that stuff, and because I was trying to avoid probably childhood trauma, whatever. And then coming back here, and after his brother Mikey dying, and then just leaning into the restaurant because that keeps you busy. You don't have to deal with your feelings, right? The restaurant industry, especially, like, you're working all the time. So I guess what he's saying, and I guess he's realizing that, so then he's like wanting to, quote unquote, work on fixing himself. So, and he feels like the need to do that, right? He's got to step away from the restaurant.
Yeah. In that aspect, yeah, that's true. But to me, you think, like, if he steps away from all that and works on other things, or working on himself or his relationships, he's going to miss the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why it's like, that's what I was getting at. Like, but I don't know that I believe him that he's like that he doesn't love it anymore. Like,
no. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lost it.
I think
but it's true, because it happens to everyone in any creative field. You can get burnt out for sure, but you don't lose.
Then you need to take a break, and by taking a break, you realize how much joy and love you comes from the thing, this craft that you like to do. Yeah. Then just as they're kind of at least coming to the calm down, then Richie comes out because he heard them arguing. He jumps in to try to stop things. Of course, as soon as he does, like, Sydney's like, he's leaving, he's quitting. And then, of course, elevates the conflict even more. Because they're I mean, the classic
Richie is Richie and Carmi arguing. Yes.
So then we get some of that classic arguing. But then Carmi finally blurts out that he went to Mikey's funeral and then left. And that's like,
that first gets him even more angry.
Yeah.
But then he eventually understands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when he starts to Rich. And then Richie admits being jealous and like has a survivor guilt. Like, why is he still around? Which is also powerful, emotional, real. I mean, real thoughts that people have. Like, if someone dies and other people don't, like why am I me? Why not me? Why them, not me?
It was also I thought a very sweet moment for, I think it's Richie says he admits, like, being jealous of Carmi, what he was doing in that moment. Well, they kind of both say, like, they're jealous of each other, right? Yeah, I think they said.
Yeah. Well, just they're finally admitting to each other, like, hey, I think you're better than me. No, I think you're better than me. Like,
yeah.
And then Sydney finally negotiates to include Richie on the partnership.
Yeah.
Or mentions that she wants it that way.
Which is good, because he should be at that point. How much?
Yeah, he's putting into it. But it's interesting because I mean,
Also, where he's gotten to, because we've talked about it, he's probably had the most growth out of anyone
yes,
this whole show.
yes,
So,
yeah. But yeah, so then they finally do that, and then Nat walks out.
mm-hmm.
But it's so funny because like she just understands.
Yeah,
it seems like she doesn't really get mad or argue. Like they explain. She's like, okay, and she just like hugs them all.
well, I mean, Carmi, it's his sister, so she probably knows him very well. Maybe even more than he knows himself in that moment. So I think she just understands, or she probably even knew that was coming because she didn't know the agreement. Yeah, because she said the confidentiality of, because even though she's either dating or are they married to, I don't know, but she said, yeah, she doesn't know anything about it because he can't disclose it to her. Patient, not patient. That's a hospital term. The client confidentiality, right? Lawyer. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I think she probably already had a idea about it, that he was going to either do that or something like that.
Yeah. And then they kind of end with some quick shots of Chicago, and then cut to the alarm, the countdown
Clock,
thing.
yeah.
Clock counting down to 0. And then the music.
Yeah.
Cue the music. So how do you think about this as an ending for the season?
So if it was the ending for the show, it would have not been good. But yeah, that, I guess that makes sense why they announced it pretty immediately after
it dropped.
Yeah. But no, as a season, I thought it was a really good ending because this episode 10 was so strong.
Yeah, so I would say, like, I feel like the same problem season 3 had. There wasn't a lot of progression in the broader story.
Yeah.
But I think this season was so much stronger with like the emotional growth.
In season 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Emotional growth or change, whatever you call it, and confrontation, all those things, like in the individual characters, that stuff was so strong that I think it made this whole season stronger, or it made the season a lot stronger than season 3. But like, yeah, but to me, like the progression of like the restaurant, like the actual, like, which is like,
this is way more character focused. You're right. It's not as much with the restaurant.
I was expecting, even when they introduced that part towards the beginning of the season, of like this, like I expected us to get to a resolution of that. Yeah. It's kind of like, did, like, because they kind of admitted they were breaking even and weren't losing money anymore, which means that they can continue on, right? Been like 2 episodes ago, but then of course he's like, but why would you?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously then they show the shot of all the people that work there as like a bunch of candid photos and like their family, and it's like, yeah, okay, but obviously they do stuff with the beef, expanding the franchising the beef thing or whatever, then that could make a lot more money. But the question is, should they be doing that?
Expanding?
Yeah.
I mean, well, you saw how it was. The sandwich, like you mentioned before, is the one that sells out all the time. And
well, right, but I guess I should maybe say this differently.
Like, why wouldn't you expand on?
Well, if it's all about money, yes.
Yeah.
But like, what was the impetus of like the beef restaurant in the first place?
Oh, the novelty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I think from an aspect of, because to me, I don't know, and I don't know if they explained this differently. To me, I thought that like the expansion was just going to be like these little small beef like window shops, like just so they have more locations and they can sell these sandwiches. But then the whole like big experience is still going to be the restaurant
the sit down experience is still going to be there at the restaurant. They're not replicating that. No. But like it would just be the beef window. But still, like just doing that, like you're still
the novelty is going to wear off then.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
That's always the balance, right? Of anything.
That's true.
Like the more availability, then
it's not as special.
Not as special. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
So I guess let's brainstorm, predict what we think season 5. Carmy, what's gonna happen with him?
He's the one I have no idea. Because if he really does, like, what is he going to do in the show then? If he really is, just leaves,
I don't know.
Like, are they just gonna? Because that would be weird for this show in particular. Like, if they just show random scenes of Carmy and Claire just like being together and that's it. Yeah, like that'd be so weird to have that in the show for the next season.
Yes. I agree.
Because it's still, no matter what, even though we've digressed and from it in the show before, but like the restaurant still needs to be the center of the show.
Yeah. And then so I feel like, especially the back half of this season, they got away from it a lot. You're really barely in the restaurant.
And it's okay to do that sometimes, but that still needs to be the center point of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, I guess the question would be if they could jump a little bit in time.
Yeah.
And the restaurant could have, and then you could see it. If you got, if you need an extra writer, let me know.
That's right. Yeah. Hit up Josh.
But you could open and show like even the first episode, no Carmy, because it's just showing it how it's run, but it's like, 6 months later or something. I don't know. Of course, he doesn't say he's leaving because he says he's sticking around to help him figure it out. He does kind of imply that.
Okay, yeah.
That's true. So he's just not going to be a partner, because eventually he's going to step away.
Right. So he's just going to be.
So potentially he could still
overseeing him.
He could still be in there helping with the kitchen and doing whatever.
Yeah. I
guess kind of like Luca is like I'm not going to take a paycheck. I'm just going to be hanging out here to help. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you also do, if you jumped in time and then, he's not there, but then and then you do like a one-off episode where Tim and Claire's like, thing. And then he comes back, you could bring him back in after a jump in time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just realized something else we didn't get any, which they set up, we didn't get anything of really, is Richie and that girl.
Jess.
There you go.
Yeah.
Didn't really get anything.
Didn't pan out to anything yet.
No.
So I guess that's season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie finally gets the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's, of course, does that make it more complicated? Now she works for him.
Ooh, yeah. True. Yeah. But that's good drama for the show.
So then what's the dynamic shift here? If Carmy's out of the picture, like, I feel like he's the one that was creating all the tension, right? Like Sydney and Richie don't argue.
Yeah.
So like suddenly everything's going to run like smoothly, which is not good for the viewing as a show.
No.
For a moment, for a moment, it's like, oh, that's cool to see everything running smooth. But yeah, you don't want to watch a 10 episode season about.
No. As soon as, if they for some reason can't get Jeremy Allen White back because he's too busy or something, they can't do the show. You're right. He needs to be a part of it.
But maybe
in the restaurant though, like you said, if we just had him with Claire, it's not.
Yeah. So maybe, I mean, maybe he's still going to be around the whole next season. He's just going to be around as like just helping and not.
So then he would still be a part of the whole next season. So then maybe season 5 is the final season.
And then he leaves
because again you can't.
He leaves,
yeah.
and it's like they finally get their Michelin star, and
that's the end of the show. Yeah,
it's all from Sydney, Sydney's leadership and blah blah blah, and then he can he feels like I can leave. Everything's everything. They're
and then that's
okay.
her getting her final.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and getting her recognition.
Mm-hmm. Because Marcus has his now.
And then with the beef windows extra would helps create the margin and profit that they need to keep going, like, and not feel like it's useless to keep going.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I think trying to think if there's any other notes to talk about next season.
I wonder if it's if they're still going to be able to get it out in a year like they've been doing.
I don't know.
That'll be interesting.
I mean, I guess they probably don't spend but a few weeks filming.
Really? You think it's that quick?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess is he the kind of person that doesn't do many takes?
Probably not,
Yeah,
because of the way they shoot it and
true.
And the style.
Well, I know you've mentioned before, like this is kind of this type of show, and the way they shoot it is how you would.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
shoot a show
probably.
if you were directing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this definitely seems a way to do it for sure. Yeah, and not be one of those kind of directors where it's like a Fincher, where it's like this needs to be exactly how it is in the script. No room for play or or improv at all. Yeah. No, the improv and all that, yeah, like you should let and this kind of show is obviously, I'm sure, a lot of it's that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have good actors,
yeah,
should be no worry about.
I mean,
that
those scenes where they're
go.
like talking over each other, like
there's no way that's heavily scripted.
No, they just got to go at it.
Yeah. I imagine it's just an outline, really. Because it's like there can't be much of it, especially in that final episode. That's actually
I mean, they might have scripted it because it's like.
But I mean, more like bullet points of like, you need to say this at this point, at some point. Like certain lines, but overall, I think it's got to be pretty.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just let them go.
Be curious to see what a script from the show looks like. So you can find one online, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, is there a way you can find scripts online?
I mean, sometimes they release them. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Especially if it's after it's out for a while.
Yeah.
So, cool. Well, watcher, listener, what is your thoughts on this full season of The Bear? Let us know. Email us at feedback@screentimepod or leave a comment or DM.
Yep.
And we appreciate all you who watch and listen. And if you haven't already and you want to, please, or don't, whatever. You can like and subscribe.
You do what you want.
Do you.
Yeah.
Subscribe, don't. And we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. All some variation of Screen Time Pod. And if you'd like to follow us on Instagram, I'm at JYoungBar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week.